Team 2.
Tory Burch's line evoked in all of us a kind of Hampton setting, a very social woman.
So who took the lead on the concept? Deshawn.
Well, I came up with the title because when I thought Tory Burch, I thought of, you know, the sort of social setting. Here's this girl surrounded by people, faceless and nameless, and that she's sick of it in a way.
So when you guys came up with this idea, did you know you were looking for these specific props?
Johanna mentioned the mannequin.
I think once Deshawn came up with the theme, I thought, well, why don't we have a more modern twist?
And William, what did you contribute?
Like, you know, setting the set, directing the model, directing the makeup department, directing the photographer.
I think we all directed, though, because we all were saying an equal amount of things.
Yeah.
And Devin, what was your contribution?
This has by far been the most collaborative effort any of us, I think, have had so far in this competition.
Tori, how are you feeling about this?
I like how the dress pops out, and I think that's really effective. I don't necessarily love the headless mannequin. It looks a little strange to me.
I didn't get the mannequins and how that they were, you know, the faceless crowd from which this woman emerged. And I also have to say, from an editorial standpoint, it's a little elitist. You know, for Elle. It's important when you create a set to keep in mind the essence of the designer. This picture is soulless and a little flat. There could have been a bit more spirit to it.
It feels really sterile. And I think that's not what Tori's clothes are about at all. What I see here is something actually kind of lazy. I don't understand that sort of table just sitting there, but I do like the idea of a concept abstracted, you know, and I think as we saw in Team 1, sometimes literal can be too much. But I think taking a risk is a big thing. We say that all the time as editors, to take a risk, and I think you guys did that. I like the reference to Gossip Girl. It's something current, it's what Elle is about, so I think that's really great.
Okay, thank you, Team 2. Okay. We've seen your work. Now we're going to go to my office and decide which team has won and which two of you will be going home.
I'm really excited that I loved this designer so much because I think my face kept lighting up like every time I looked at it, which hopefully will help a little bit.
Kate was up there talking about it, because I was like, this is her idea. She should be like, go sail with it, sweetie.
I just can't stand her. I can't stand her.
You know Kate stomping around. She's just gonna get her way. If I get kicked out, I'm going out with a bang.
Okay, well, let's talk about Team 1 and their concept. They could have chosen a few other, you know, furniture or prop design elements to make it less literal, but I have to say that I really immediately clicked with this idea and how it relates to your clothes, which are very much derivative of lifestyle inspiration.
No, I mean, I agree. I think when you look at it, it tells a story.
I wish it wasn't entirely just this. I would have liked it if they just took a risk and took a chance.
Everybody was strong in their opinions. There's a little bit of that glitch there between Kate and Megan.
Don't you applaud Kate, though, for standing up there and saying, I did this, I take ownership for this, and we could have hated it, and I don't think she cared.
I think they, aside from Megan, were all generally proud of their work.
And Megan did nothing. That's not a team player, that's unacceptable, that's not an editor.
Her instincts were right on to take this away from a literal representation, but she didn't articulate it. The general consensus is that the idea was literal, but the execution was good. I would have to say exactly the opposite is true of Team 2. I think they had a great idea, but the execution to me just, you know, it fell apart. There's no energy to it whatsoever. I don't understand the placement of the mannequins. I don't understand why they didn't move the model back, even push it further, make it more abstract.
I think they had the genesis of something really good. They just didn't see it through. This picture's flat. It's lazy. This literally looks like it was put together in 3 seconds.
It's very one-dimensional when I look at it, and to me, it doesn't tell a story. The table is a standout as something.
It takes my eye away from the dress.
But doesn't add anything to the picture.
No, I don't know why it's there.
What was interesting is they were all so proud of it, and so, as a group.
I also think we haven't really gotten a clear sense of William.
This is the time in the game to really step it up. They have to say and own what it is that they did, and I did not get a sense of that from William this week.
Deshawn really took the lead, but he wasn't able to execute the concept properly. Johanna had the idea of the mannequins. Devin seems to always be coasting on the coattails of her other teammates. Okay, I think we know what to do.
Hi, guys.
So this week, Anne would like to see both teams in her office so everybody can follow me.
Team 1. Although your retro idea was a little obvious, you took ownership of it, and you were able to successfully pull it off. Congratulations. Team 1, you've all earned another week at L.
Thank you.
You can leave now. Go. Team 2, you were the weakest competitors today. Your Gossip Girl twist was a good concept, but it got lost in translation. Johanna, even if the mannequins ultimately did not work, I admire your willingness to take a risk on an abstract idea. Thank you. You've earned another week at L. You can leave now. Thank you. William, you started this competition with really good instincts and experience, but this is an unsuccessful layout, and your point of view is completely missing in it. We've gotten little sense of your contribution. Deshawn, although your Gossip Girl title was clever, you led the team on this badly executed layout. Devin, you cleverly surrounded yourself with strong teammates. But even though you picked the team, they seemed to overshadow you, and we didn't feel your presence in the layout. Congratulations. Deshawn, you've earned another week at L.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can leave now. Devin, William, I'm sorry, but neither of you are the right fit. Please pack your desk and go. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. Good thing I thought of Gossip Girl for a woman.
I think I could have been a better leader. I think in a way I let myself down. I could have done a lot more. I know I could have, and Anne saw it.
They're sending all the nice people home.
We need to go out. Keep holding your own. Everyone's bums. And like, not least of all me. It's disappointing.
I love you. Love you. Keep it.
I'm a bit vexed that some people who maybe weren't so talented are still here, but I guess they just, you know, they were going for it maybe a little bit harder than I was. I don't know, obviously I've still got a lot to prove. One day I'm sure it will pay off. Maybe just not today.
Love you.
Leo, work it. Bye, girl.
Next on Stylista, Danielle's insecurities are starting to show.
Just start it over.
Is she okay? This whole thing is meant to, like, break you down.
After our fashion assistants get invited to an A-list party, Johanna crumbles under the pressure.
Who's this? I don't know.
Pushing her to the breaking point.